Have you ever noticed that 5 minutes before the bell seems like forever, while 5 minutes of recess disappear like a flash? Time, in the educational context, reveals itself to be a profoundly paradoxical and strangely mutable entity. It is not a linear and objective quantity, but rather a fluid and subjective experience. Its perception distorts and adapts to the perspective of those who experience it. The experience of time varies significantly from individual to individual, shaped by expectations and roles. What flows slowly for one can fly by in an instant for another. This diversity is intrinsic to the learning process. The perception of time differs radically depending on the role played within the educational process. Each participant experiences their own unique, unrepeatable temporal dimension. This plurality of visions enriches the complexity of the system. We will examine the perspectives of students, teachers, and parents, each with their own unique relationship to time. Their experiences intertwine, creating a temporal mosaic that defines the school environment. Understanding these nuances is crucial. For students, time often feels dilated, slow, and interminable. Hours drag on, minutes seem eternal, especially during less engaging classes. It's a constant wait. The perception of time often feels like a prolonged wait. We wait for recess, the end of class, the ringing of the bell that signals release. Every day is marked by these small waits. The anticipation of the end of school becomes an invisible engine that propels us through the school day. The thought of returning home or free time is a constant motivation. It's an ever-present horizon. Likewise, the anticipation of the holidays takes on epic proportions, becoming a bright beacon on the horizon. The weeks and months leading up to them are a countdown. The holidays are long-awaited milestones. No less intense is the anticipation of personal goals and growth, of growing up. We long for the moment when we will be more autonomous, freer, more in control of our own destiny. It's a projection into the future. This perspective is often characterized by a deep sense of obligation and duty. School is a task to be accomplished, a journey to be completed, not always a free choice. Time is a constraint. As a result, an almost primal desire emerges for time to pass quickly, for the hours to fly by. We yearn for the end, for the transition to another state, another activity. It's an intrinsic impatience. For teachers, time is experienced as an intrinsically cyclical and recurring process. Each academic year ends and reopens, bringing with it a sense of continuity and renewal. It is an eternal return. Each new school year brings a fresh start, an opportunity to start over with new classes and new challenges. Yet this beginning is deeply rooted in pre-existing patterns. It's a cycle that renews itself. The structure and content of teaching often bear a striking resemblance to previous years. The subjects, programs, and methodologies are repetitive, refined yet recognizable. There's a reassuring familiarity. This highlights the intrinsic routine of the teaching profession, a constant rhythm that marks the days and years. Predictability offers stability, but it can also mask the need for innovation. It's a constant flow. It also highlights the repetition inherent in the act of teaching, where fundamental concepts are rehashed across generations. Each lesson is an echo of past ones, but also an opportunity for new resonance. It's an art that evolves. From a parent's perspective, the time dedicated to education is primarily perceived as a significant investment. It's not just time spent, but capital accumulated for their children's future. It's a conscious sowing of seed. The focus is on the future benefits that will result from current efforts. Every hour of study, every extracurricular activity is seen as a building block for a better tomorrow. It's a long-term vision. Concrete examples of this investment include homework, extracurricular activities, and advanced courses. Every commitment is a step toward realizing potential. They are building blocks for the future. There is a profound hope that all these efforts and sacrifices will yield positive results one day. This one day is an indefinite horizon, but one filled with expectations. It is a promise not yet fulfilled. This perspective is characterized by a strong emphasis on a long-term vision. Parents look beyond the present, projecting their children's successes and accomplishments into the future. It's strategic planning. The anticipation of future rewards, be they academic, professional, or personal, fuels this dedication. One imagines the success, happiness, and fulfillment of one's children. It's a hope that drives action. The true nature of educational time transcends the mere measurement of hours and minutes. It is not a simple chronological sequence, but a complex fabric of experiences, expectations, and transformations. It is a living and dynamic entity. Education can be described as a process of sowing seeds in the fertile soil of the mind and spirit. Every lesson, every interaction, every discovery is a carefully planted seed. It is an act of faith in the future. The fruits of learning don't ripen instantly, but are often fully realized only after decades. Deep understanding, wisdom, and discernment emerge slowly. It's a process of slow blossoming. Memories of meaningful phrases, spoken by a teacher or read in a book, can persist throughout a lifetime. These words become anchors of meaning, reference points on the existential journey. They are echoes that never fade. Likewise, the memory of a memorable teacher can remain vivid and influential for decades. Their passion, their guidance, their humanity leave an indelible mark on the student's soul. It is a spiritual legacy. Even the memories of precious friendships, born and nurtured in school, can endure over time. These emotional bonds enrich life, offering support and understanding. They are treasures that cannot be lost. These memories and influences profoundly shape a person's life, well beyond the end of school. Education doesn't end with graduation, but continues to resonate throughout life. It's a lifelong learning experience. The educational experience is therefore simultaneously finite and infinite, uniting the immediacy of the present with the duration of eternity. Every moment is a starting point and an echo of what has been. It is a living paradox. It fuses the immediate with the enduring, the transitory with the permanent. What we learn today can have an impact that extends far beyond our current perception. It's a ripple that spreads. Time in education is not just a container, but a catalyst. It is the space where knowledge transforms into wisdom, information into understanding, the individual into a person. It is the crucible of growth. At the end of the day, every moment passes, time flows, but evolution remains eternal. Until next time.